I'm Dr. Simmons, trauma chief. I was paged for a level 1 trauma. I need to get to the ER.
I don't care what you say you are. You're not authorized. Step back.
I'm wearing my hospital badge. My ID is right here. Look at it. I'm the attending surgeon.
Step back or I'm calling the police. You don't belong back here.
The body camera on security officer Derek Mitchell's chest had been recording for 38 seconds. It captured everything: the hospital corridor, the emergency department doors 15 feet away, and the woman in surgical scrubs with a hospital ID badge, explaining she was the attending trauma surgeon responding to a critical emergency. Officer Mitchell, 52, with 19 years at Mercy Regional Hospital, activated his body cam because hospital policy required recording all confrontations. He believed he was doing his job correctly, stopping an unauthorized person from a restricted area. What he didn't know was his own camera would become the primary evidence in a federal civil rights case that would cost the hospital $6.2 million, end his career, and result in criminal charges. The footage captured over the next 9 minutes would be played in courtrooms and become required training material nationwide. Before we continue, where are you watching from? Drop your location in the comments. If this is your first time here, subscribe to What the Camera Saw. Stories like these need witnesses, and your support helps us bring more truth to light. Derek Mitchell had worked security at Mercy Regional since 2004. His personnel file showed 19 years with a solid record, but the same file told another story. 14 formal complaints over those years. 8 involved racial profiling, stopping Black and Latino visitors, and demanding additional ID that white visitors weren't asked for. 3 came from Black hospital employees who reported Mitchell regularly questioned their right to be in certain areas despite uniforms and badges. 2 involved Mitchell physically blocking Black physicians from restricted areas, requiring supervisors to verify identities, verification never requested from white colleagues. All 14 complaints were classified as misunderstandings. Mitchell received no discipline. He attended 1 4-hour diversity training in 2016. In 12 of 14 incidents, Mitchell hadn't activated his body cam or claimed it malfunctioned. Hospital policy required body cams for confrontations, but compliance rates hovered around 60% with no consequences for failing to record. On September 14, 2023, at 2:43 p.m., Derek Mitchell activated his body cam before approaching a Black woman in scrubs. He saw someone walking rapidly toward emergency doors, and his assumption was, family member trying to access a restricted area. That decision to activate his camera would be his downfall. Dr. Kendra Simmons was 44. She held an MD from Johns Hopkins, graduating 3rd in her class in 2005. She completed surgical residency at Massachusetts General and fellowship in trauma surgery at University of Pennsylvania. She'd been chief of trauma surgery at Mercy Regional for 3 years, managing the Level 1 Trauma Center, supervising 12 surgeons, and serving as attending physician for critical cases. She'd performed over 2,000 trauma surgeries, published 47 peer-reviewed articles, served on the American College of Surgeons Committee on Trauma, board certified in general surgery and surgical critical care. Her credentials were documented and nationally recognized. Her hospital badge included her photo, name, title, Chief of Trauma Surgery, and red stripe designating emergency access privileges. She lived in Columbus with husband Marcus, 46, engineering professor at Ohio State, and children Jordan, 15, and Alicia, 12. She'd worked at Mercy Regional 7 years, first as attending surgeon, then department chief. One of 3 Black physicians in leadership, but she was also a Black woman, which meant she regularly encountered assumptions she couldn't be a surgeon. Patients asked when the real doctor would arrive. Staff mistook her for a nurse. Security guards had stopped her before, though never during. Critical emergency, never for this long. Here at What the Camera Saw, we share documented and reconstructed police interactions inspired by real cases to help viewers understand their rights, decision-making, and real-world consequences. Our goal is education, awareness, and clarity, never sensationalism. On September 14th, Dr. Simmons was reviewing charts when her pager went off at 2:41 p.m. Level 1 Trauma Alert, ER Bay 3, MVA Multi-System, ETA 4 minutes. Level 1 meant life-threatening injuries requiring immediate intervention. MVA meant motor vehicle accident. Multi-system meant injuries to multiple organs. ETA 4 minutes meant the ambulance was arriving imminently. The body camera footage, time-stamped 2:43:12 p.m., showed Dr. Simmons exiting the elevator, walking quickly toward emergency doors. Dark blue scrubs, white sneakers, hospital badge visible on chest. She carried her phone. The footage captured her from 30 feet. Officer Mitchell's camera positioned at chest height moved toward her, centering on her approaching figure. At 2:43:29 p.m., Mitchell stepped into her path, 15 feet from emergency doors. The camera recorded his deliberate movement, positioning to block access. His hand moved to his belt, resting near radio. "Excuse me," the microphone recorded. "Where do you think you're going?" Dr. Simmons stopped. The footage captured her expression, focused, confused. "I'm going to the ER. I'm the trauma surgeon. I was paged." "You can't go back there. This is restricted. I work here. I'm Dr. Simmons, Chief of Trauma Surgery. Level 1 trauma coming in. I need to get to the ER now." The footage captured Mitchell shaking his head, dismissive gesture. "I need to see authorization. My badge is right here." Dr. Simmons lifted her ID badge. The camera recorded it clearly. Photo, name, Chief of Trauma Surgery, red stripe. "This gives me access to all restricted areas. Please move. Patient, arriving in 2 minutes." The body cam lens captured the badge for 4 seconds. Image clear enough for forensic analysis in court. But Mitchell glanced briefly, shook his head. "That doesn't look right. You need to wait while I verify." "There's no time. I am Chief of Trauma Surgery, 7 years here, responding to Level 1 trauma, patient with life-threatening injuries arriving in 2 minutes. If I'm not there, patient could die. Move." The camera recorded Mitchell's hand moving to, radio. "I don't care what you claim, you're not authorized. Step back or I'm calling police." At 2:44:52 p.m., a nurse burst through emergency doors. The body camera captured her. White, middle-aged, purple scrubs. Name tag, Jennifer Walsh, RN. "Dr. Simmons," Walsh called. "Thank God. Trauma arriving 90 seconds. We need you in Bay 3 now." The camera recorded Mitchell turning slightly, then back to Dr. Simmons. He didn't move. "She's with me," Walsh said, walking toward them. 2. Urgent, confused. "Derek, that's Dr. Simmons. Our trauma chief, Level 1 coming. She needs to get back now. I need to verify credentials first." Walsh stopped, staring. The body cam captured bewilderment. "Verify? Derek, I've worked with her 3 years. That's Dr. Simmons. What are you talking about?" "Hospital policy. Need to confirm authorization." "She has authorization. She's trauma chief." Walsh's voice rose. "Patient arriving 60 seconds with chest trauma. If she's not there, Derek, someone could die." The footage captured Dr. Simmons pulling out her phone. "I'm calling Dr. Chen and recording this." She raised her phone, camera facing Mitchell. The body cam's microphone picked up her phone's recording beep. "Put that away," Mitchell said. "You can't record in the hospital." "Yes, I can. You're preventing a physician from accessing emergency during critical trauma. This is negligence. I'm documenting everything." The body camera showed Mitchell's hand moving toward her phone, then stopping, remembering his own camera was recording. Hand dropped. At 2:45:48 p.m., ambulance sirens became audible. The camera's microphone picked up wailing, growing louder. Walsh's head turned, then back to Mitchell. "That's them. Derek, please, you know Dr. Simmons. You've seen her hundreds of times. Let her through." Following protocol. Dr. Simmons moved to step around Mitchell. The camera recorded him sidestepping, blocking again. Left arm. Extended physical barrier. "Don't touch me," Dr. Simmons said immediately. "If you put hands on me, that's assault. I'm a physician responding to emergency. You're obstructing medical care." Emergency doors burst open. 2 more people emerged. Dr. Marcus Chen, white male, late 50s, white coat, and Officer Ryan Beckman, young white male security guard. Dr. Chen saw the confrontation. "Derek, what's going on? Dr. Simmons? He won't let me through." trying to get to ER for 3 minutes. Trauma just arrived. Dr. Chen turned to Mitchell. The body cam captured his angry expression. Derek, that's Dr. Simmons, Chief of Trauma Surgery. Why are you blocking her? Needed to verify credentials. Verify her. Dr. Chen stopped, then voice hardened. She's been chief 3 years. You've seen her hundreds of times. Credentials are on her badge. What exactly needed verifying? Mitchell didn't answer. The footage showed uncertainty creeping into his posture. Beckman moved closer, confused. Derek, Beckman said quietly. I think maybe I was following protocol, Mitchell said defensively. There's no protocol for blocking physicians during traumas, Dr. Chen said sharply. Dr. Simmons, go, now. Dr. Simmons moved around Mitchell, who didn't stop her. Emergency doors. The body cam captured them disappearing at 2:46:33 p.m. 4 minutes 21 seconds since Dr. Simmons first encountered Mitchell. 4 minutes during which level 1 trauma. Patient arrived without attending surgeon present. Should security officers who block physicians from emergency departments during critical traumas face criminal charges? Comment below. This wasn't just harassment. This was obstruction of medical care that endangered a life, and Mitchell's body cam recorded every moment of his discrimination. Inside Bay 3, Dr. Simmons fought to save Jason Torres, 34, T-boned at 55 filling pH on I-70. Crushed driver's side, blunt trauma to chest and abdomen. Paramedics intubated in field. Blood pressure 78/42, dangerously low. Heart rate 134. Oxygen saturation 88%. Diminished breath sounds left side, distended abdomen, severe internal injuries. Dr. Simmons entered 2:46:41 p.m., 4 minutes 32 seconds after paged, 8 seconds after Torres wheeled in. Normal protocol. Surgeon waiting in bay, ready. Mitchell's delay cost critical minutes. What have we got? Dr. Simmons asked, pulling gloves. 34-year-old, restrained. Driver T-bone highway speed, Dr. Park said. GCS 6 in field, intubated. BP dropped 90 to 78 last 10 minutes. Tachy 134. Left chest trauma, probable rib fractures. Abdomen distended, rigid. Fast positive. Free fluid Morrison's pouch, splenorenal recess. Free fluid meant blood. Between liver and kidney, spleen and kidney. Bleeding from solid organs. How much blood given? 2 units ambulance, 1 here. 2nd unit now. Not responding. Pressure still dropping. Dr. Simmons. Examined rapidly. Rigid distended abdomen, internal bleeding. Left chest crepitus, broken ribs. Not expanding with ventilator. Collapsed lung. Tube the left chest. Chest tube kit. Call OR. Emergency laparotomy 10 minutes. He's bleeding abdomen, won't stabilize here. Dr. Simmons positioned on Torres's left. Made quick incision between 5th, 6th ribs. Finger dissected through muscle. Guided chest tube. Blood immediately drained. 400 milliliters, first 30 seconds. Collapsed lung. Re-expanding. Oxygen improving, 89%. But blood pressure continued falling, 68/34, heart rate 142. Already? 5 minutes? We don't have 5. Move now. At 2:54 p.m., trauma team rushed Torres to OR. Dr. Simmons ran alongside Gurney, reached OR 4 at 2:58 p.m. At 3:03 p.m., she made midline incision. Blood welled up, over 2,000 milliliters evacuated. Torres's spleen shattered. Impact fractured it into fragments, each bleeding. No repair possible, only removal. 47 minutes performing emergency splenectomy. Isolated vessels, clamped, tied off, removed destroyed organ. By 3:50 p.m. controlled all bleeding. Blood pressure stabilized, 98/62. Heart rate slowed, 110s. Closed abdomen 4:14 p.m. Surgery 1 hour 11 minutes. 8 units blood, 4 units plasma, 6 liters fluid. Torres would survive. 4.5 minutes Mitchell delayed her. In trauma care, difference between life and death. At 5:15 p.m., Dr. Simmons met with Karen Pierce, COO, and Harold Chen, Security Director. Recounted incident. Showed phone video of Mitchell blocking her after Walsh confirmed identity. I want formal complaint filed. What Derek Mitchell did was racial profiling. He's seen me hundreds of times over 7 years, never stopped white physician demanding verification, but today, during level 1 trauma, blocked me 4 minutes because he didn't believe I could be surgeon. Harold Chen shifted uncomfortably. Dr. Simmons, I'm sure Derek was just following procedure. There's no procedure for blocking physicians during traumas. I showed badge. Told him I'm trauma chief. Nurse confirmed identity. He still wouldn't move. This wasn't procedure. This was Derek Mitchell saw black woman in scrubs. Assumed I couldn't be doctor. Pierce reviewed computer, likely Mitchell's file. I see Officer Mitchell has had some complaints, but reviewed and determined misunderstandings. How many involved black staff? Dr. Simmons asked. Pierce paused. Several did. 14 complaints, 19 years. 12 involved people of color. 8 alleged racial profiling. Everyone dismissed as misunderstanding. At what point do 14 misunderstandings become pattern? Silence. Finally, Pierce spoke. I'll open internal investigation. Review body cam. Interview witnesses. Determine disciplinary action. I want more. Report to Ohio Department of Health. Mitchell put patient's life at risk. If I'd been delayed longer, Jason Torres might have died. This isn't just discrimination, patient safety. Mitchell finished shift 6:00 p.m. Uploaded body cam footage to hospital server. System logged. Officer D. Mitchell, badge 047, September 14, 2023, 14:43, 12 to 15:02, 37. Duration 1925. File 387 MB. He wrote end of shift report. 2:43 p.m. Questioned individual accessing restricted ER. Individual claimed physician. Verification provided by staff. Access granted. No mention of 4.5 minute delay. No mention blocking after badge shown. No mention Dr. Chen's intervention. But body cam footage told the true story. Captured every dismissive gesture, every obstruction second, every delay moment. Documented Mitchell's assumption black woman couldn't be surgeon. Recorded him refusing to believe her with credentials shown. Showed him only stepping aside when white male physician ordered it. Mitchell went home, confident actions would be reviewed and cleared. He'd been questioned 14 times, all cleared him. He saw no reason this time different. He didn't know Dr. Simmons filed complaints with hospital administration, Ohio Department of Health, Ohio Civil Rights Commission. Didn't know body cam footage would be reviewed by multiple investigators. Didn't know those 9 minutes would end his career. His own body cam would become the evidence that destroyed him. On September 18th, Michelle Torres, Jason's wife, 32, school teacher, was in ICU waiting room when Dr. Simmons updated her. Jason extubated that morning, breathing independently, stable, expected full recovery. Mrs. Torres thanked her, voice breaking. Then Dr. Simmons told her about the delay. Security guard blocked me from ER several minutes even though I identified myself as trauma surgeon, showed credentials. Michelle stared. He blocked you? Why? I believe racial profiling. I've filed complaint. You should know because those minutes mattered. Jason was unstable. Additional delay could have been catastrophic. You're saying security guard stopped you, doctor who saved my husband, because he didn't believe you were doctor? Yes. Because you're black. I believe so. Michelle stood. I want to see whoever's in charge, right now. On September 22nd, Ohio Department of Health opened formal inquiry. 2 complaints, Dr. Simmons and Michelle Torres, alleging security obstructed physician during medical emergency. Senior investigator, Patricia Delgado, 28-year veteran, led investigation. Arrived September 25th, spent 3 days interviewing, reviewing records. Interviewed Dr. Simmons, detailed timeline. Jennifer Walsh, confirmed Mitchell blocked despite badge, despite Walsh's confirmation. Dr. Chen described finding Mitchell blocking trauma chief during level 1. Officer Beckman reluctantly confirmed Mitchell refused letting Dr. Simmons pass with credentials shown. Mitchell declined interview without legal representation. Provided written statement matching original report. No delay mention, no refusal mention. Then investigators reviewed body cam footage. Delgado later testified footage contradicted Mitchell's statement in every aspect. showed him dismissing badge without examination, refusing to move after explicit identification, continuing blocking after Walsh confirmed identity, only stepping aside when Dr. Chen, white male, ordered. Footage also captured audio Mitchell's report. Omitted. "I don't care what you claim, you don't belong here," threatening to call police. 4-minute 32-second delay documented entirely. Department of Health report, issued October 18th, found Mercy Regional violated Ohio Administrative Code 370183-19, requiring immediate physician emergency access. Concluded Mitchell's obstruction created unreasonable patient safety risk, and hospital's failure disciplining after previous complaints demonstrated inadequate response. Pattern to discriminatory conduct. Mandated corrective actions, immediate Mitchell suspension, security protocol revision, mandatory bias training, quarterly compliance reports 2 years. On October 3rd, Dr. Simmons filed EEOC complaint, Title VII violations. Complaint detailed September 14th and discrimination pattern, mistaken for nurse, patients questioning qualifications, security questioning presence despite credentials. EEOC investigator Samuel Wu expanded investigation, requested employment records, Mitchell complaint data, diversity training records, security policies, body cam policies. Statistical analysis of Mitchell's 19 years showed clear pattern. Of 847 questioning individuals incident reports, 634, 75%, involved people of color. Of 89 body cam activations during these incidents, 73 involved Black or Latino individuals. Mitchell disproportionately stopped, questioned people of color versus white individuals. More likely, activating body cam when confident actions viewed appropriate. September 14th, he activated because genuinely believed doing right thing. Didn't recognize own bias. Didn't realize assumption, black woman in scrubs couldn't be surgeon, was racial profiling. The body cam documented his bias with perfect clarity. On November 7th, Ohio Civil Rights Commission found probable cause Derek Mitchell engaged in racial discrimination, and Mercy Regional failed adequately responding to discriminatory conduct pattern, referred case to legal division. On November 15th, FBI opened criminal investigation, potential 18 USC paragraph 242 violations, deprivation of rights under color of law. Special Agent Denise Harrington led investigation, reviewed all evidence, obtained additional through federal subpoenas. All Mitchell's body cam footage past 5 years, complete personnel file, internal emails discussing previous complaints. Emails particularly damaging. Showed administrators aware of Mitchell's pattern years, consistently minimized complaints. 2019 email from former HR director noted Mitchell may have implicit biases benefiting from training, no training provided. 2021 email following third complaint that year suggested monitoring Officer Mitchell more closely. No monitoring implemented. Emails demonstrated Mercy Regional leadership knew about Mitchell's behavior, recognized it problematic, failed meaningful action. On December 18, 2023, federal criminal complaint filed. Mitchell charged 1-count deprivation of rights under color of law, 18 USC paragraph 242. Alleged Mitchell, acting under color of law as hospital security, willfully deprived Dr. Kendra Simmons of right to be free from racial discrimination, blocking emergency access during medical emergency based on race. Supported by 37 pages evidence, body cam transcripts, witness statements, statistical analysis, expert testimony from Dr. Robert Martinez, sociologist, specializing in implicit bias healthcare. Report concluded Mitchell's behavior demonstrated classic racial profiling patterns, and statistical disparity cannot be explained by legitimate security concerns. Mitchell arrested December 18th, 6:47 a.m. FBI executed warrant. Initial appearance before Magistrate Judge Thomas Reynolds. Released $25,000 bond. Conditions: surrender security license, no Mercy Regional entry, no witness contact. Case assigned U.S. District Judge Martha Harding. Mitchell hired attorney Robert Castellano, pled not guilty January 9, 2024. Motion to dismiss, arguing conduct didn't meet willful deprivation standard. Motion denied February 22nd. Judge Harding ruled body cam footage, complaint history, statistical analysis created sufficient evidence for jury. Trial began April 15, 2024, lasted 3 weeks. Government presented AUSA Jennifer Park, 17 witnesses. Dr. Simmons testified 6 hours over 2 days. Described incident. Detail urgency of level 1 trauma, critical minutes Mitchell delayed. Under cross-examination remained composed. Walsh testified about finding Mitchell blocking despite confirmation. Dr. Chen testified about confrontation witnessed, shock-blocking trauma chief during emergency. Beckman testified reluctantly about Mitchell refusing to move after multiple confirmations. Jason Torres testified via video from Cincinnati, still recovering. Described waking ICU, learning nearly died. Learning surgeon delayed. Michelle Torres testified about fear and anger. Expert testimony Dr. Martinez explained implicit bias, walked jury through statistical analysis. Stark disparity, Mitchell's treatment people of color versus white individuals. Most powerful evidence body cam footage. Park played on courtroom monitors. Jury watched 11-minute confrontation entirely. Every dismissive gesture, every calm explanation, every delay moment. When ended, Park stood. Defendant's own. Camera recorded his discrimination. He blocked physician from saving patient because he didn't believe black woman could be surgeon. That's civil rights violation. Federal crime. Mitchell's defense. Following protocol. Good faith mistake, not racial discrimination. Castellano argued duty verifying credentials. Incident simply miscommunication. But footage contradicted defense at every turn. Showed Dr. Simmons displaying badge clearly, Mitchell glancing briefly before dismissing. Captured. I don't care what you claim. Not good faith verification, but refusal to believe regardless of evidence. Mitchell testified May the 2nd, 4 hours defending actions. Trained verifying credentials. Didn't clearly see badge. Intended verifying through dispatch. Didn't realize urgency. Under cross-examination, Park dismantled testimony. Mr. Mitchell, Dr. Simmons held badge directly in front, correct? I don't remember. Let's watch footage. Played segment. There. Badge. 18 inches from your face, clear on camera, see it now? Yes. Badge clearly shows name, photo, Chief of Trauma Surgery, correct? I didn't read carefully, but told Dr. Simmons badge doesn't look right. How did you know if didn't read? Mitchell hesitated. Judgment call. Judgment call. How many white physicians have you stopped, told badges didn't look right? I don't keep track. We reviewed 847 incident reports past 5 years. In 0, did you stop white physician with hospital badge demanding verification, but stopped 14 black staff demanding verification with valid credentials? Does that sound like protocol or pattern? Mitchell didn't answer. Silence stretched. Judge prompted. Mr. Mitchell, answer. Following protocol every time, Mitchell finally said. Whose protocol? Mercy Regional's written policy specifically states physicians with visible badges have unrestricted emergency access. No. Protocol for blocking demanding verification. Whose protocol were you following? Mitchell didn't answer. Trial concluded May 7th. Jury deliberated 11 hours over 2 days. May 9th, verdict, guilty 1 count deprivation of rights under color of law. Mitchell convicted federal crime. Faced up to 1 year federal prison, $100,000 fine, felony record. Sentencing July the 16th, 2024. Park argued maximum, noting complete lack of remorse, pattern nearly 2 decades. Dr. Simmons submitted. Victim impact statement read aloud. Derek Mitchell's actions weren't just insult to me personally, they were assault on every black professional told they don't belong. Endangered patient's life. Reflect bias pattern unchecked 19 years because institutions chose comfort over accountability. I hope this case reminds discrimination has consequences, real, serious consequences, no one above law. Castellano asked leniency. Mitchell served 19 years without criminal record. A losing job and reputation punishment enough. Judge Harding sentenced 10 months federal prison, 2 years supervised release, $25,000 fine, 200 hours community service at organizations serving communities of color. Sentencing statement: Mr. Mitchell, you had authority position, duty ensuring safety, not obstructing medical care. Your actions driven by bias, conscious or unconscious, put patients' life at risk. Body cam shows clearly you refused believing Dr. Simmons could be surgeon because of her race. Unacceptable crime. Law requires accountability. Today you're being held accountable. Mitchell remanded U.S. Marshals custody, would serve at FCI Morgantown. Inmate 68432 CU 60. Career over. The body cam he activated, confident acting correctly, documented his discrimination and destroyed his life. While criminal case proceeded, Dr. Simmons filed separate civil lawsuit. February 8, 2024, attorneys Jennifer Washington and Marcus Liu filed U.S. District Court complaint against Mitchell and Mercy Regional. Alleged violations 42 U.S.C. Paragraph 1983, civil rights under state law, applicable. Mercy Regional received substantial federal funding. Title VII Civil Rights Act, 1964, employment discrimination. Ohio state law claims intentional infliction, emotional distress and negligence, sought compensatory damages, punitive damages, injunctive relief requiring policy reforms. Complaint detailed September 14th and broader discrimination. Pattern: patients refusing treatment, meetings dismissing opinions, hospital failing to respond to hostile environment concerns. Centerpiece: body cam footage. Detailed transcripts time-stamped, showing exactly how obstruction endangered patient. Expert analysis from Dr. Sarah Chen, Johns Hopkins trauma surgeon, concluded 4.5-minute delay created significant additional patient risk, inconsistent with any reasonable security protocol. Mercy Regional filed motion to dismiss Mitchell acting as independent contractor. Motion denied. Judge Harding ruled Mitchell acting within employment scope. Hospital could be held vicariously liable. Discovery revealed systemic accountability failure. Internal emails showed administrators aware Mitchell's pattern years. 2018 email VP Human Resources. Daniel Foster noted Mitchell seems having difficulty interacting appropriately with staff and visitors of color, recommended enhanced supervision and potential. Reassignment, never reassigned, supervision never implemented. 2020 email security director Harold Chen acknowledged Mitchell received multiple complaints involving racial issues, but concluded Derek generally effective, incidents seem isolated miscommunications rather than intentional discrimination. Recommended informal coaching, never documented. 2021 email hospital counsel Susan Bradford, after 11th complaint, warned pattern creates significant legal risk. If serious incident occurs, hospital's knowledge of previous complaints and failure taking corrective action will be used against us in litigation. I strongly recommend formal discipline and mandatory retraining. Never followed. Mitchell received no discipline, no additional training beyond standard annual refresher. These emails demonstrated Mercy Regional knew about Mitchell's behavior, recognized legal risk, chose doing nothing. June 12, 2024, Mercy Regional approached Dr. Simmons's team with settlement offer, wanted avoiding trial. Body cam footage, internal emails, Mitchell's conviction created indefensible case. Initial offer $1.2 million, rejected immediately. Countered $8.5 million plus extensive reforms. Negotiations continued. Hospital increased $2.1 million, then $3.8 million. Dr. Simmons's team held firm. September 9, 2024, exactly 1 year after incident, settlement reached. Mercy Regional agreed paying $6.2 million. One of largest civil rights settlements in Ohio history. But Dr. Simmons insisted on more than money. Settlement included detailed consent decree requiring extensive policy reforms. First, establish independent Office of Civil Rights Compliance. Full-time director, 2 investigators, reporting directly to Board of Trustees. Second, all security personnel complete 40 hours implicit bias training conducted by outside organization, pass written and practical examinations. Officers failing exams terminated. Third, security officers prohibited questioning any individual wearing valid hospital badge accessing authorized areas. Officers violating face immediate suspension and potential termination. Fourth, all body cam footage reviewed monthly by Civil Rights Compliance Office, analyzing for disparate treatment patterns. Officers showing statistical evidence disproportionately stopping people of color subject to immediate investigation and potential discipline. Fifth, collect and publish quarterly demographic data on all security stops. Race of individuals stopped, reason, duration, outcome. Data publicly available on hospital website. Sixth, implement zero-tolerance policy for discriminatory conduct. Any officer engaging racial profiling immediately terminated, no informal resolution. Seventh, establish $400,000 compensation fund for other Derek Mitchell discrimination victims. Any individual stopped, questioned, denied access based on race could submit claim to independent administrator for compensation up to $10,000. Eighth, fund $250,000 scholarship program for students of color pursuing healthcare careers, administered through Ohio Minority Health Commission. Ninth, commission independent audit of security practices, civil rights consulting firm evaluating all policies, reviewing 5 years incident reports and body cam footage, making reform recommendations. Audit report made public. 10th, issue formal public apology to Dr. Simmons, acknowledging harm caused by Mitchell's discrimination and hospital's failure addressing his behavior pattern. Settlement filed September 11, 2024. Consent decree approved Judge Harding September 18th, making reforms legally enforceable. September 20th, Mercy Regional held press conference. COO Karen Pierce read statement, Mercy Regional deeply regrets incident September 14th, 2023, involving Dr. Kendra Simmons. Dr. Simmons is exceptional surgeon, valued staff member, subjected to completely unacceptable treatment. We failed adequately addressing discriminatory behavior pattern by security officer. That failure resulted in harm to Dr. Simmons and patient risk. We've reached settlement including substantial compensation and requiring comprehensive security reforms. We're committed implementing these reforms fully, ensuring no staff or community member ever experiences discrimination at Mercy Regional again. On hospital's behalf, I offer sincere apology to Dr. Simmons and commitment to do better. Dr. Simmons didn't attend. Attorneys issued separate statement. Dr. Simmons hopes this settlement serves as wake-up call for healthcare institutions nationwide. Racial bias in healthcare isn't theoretical, has real consequences for Black medical professionals and patients. When hospitals fail addressing discrimination, people die. Dr. Simmons is grateful the patient whose life was endangered survived, committed using this settlement ensuring future Black healthcare professionals don't face barriers she faced. This case should never have happened, but now that it has, Dr. Simmons is determined ensuring some good comes from it. The $6.2 million settlement made national news, covered by New York Times, Washington Post, CNN, NPR. Story resonated, illustrated pattern many Black professionals recognized, being questioned, doubted, denied access despite clear credentials simply because of race. Case became teaching tool. Taught in medical schools, implicit bias healthcare example. Taught in law schools, civil rights litigation and institutional liability example. Referenced in healthcare policy debates about diversity training and accountability needs. Dr. Simmons used settlement portion establishing Kendra Simmons Foundation for Healthcare Equity, nonprofit supporting Black students pursuing medicine, advocating for policy reforms, addressing racial bias in healthcare. Foundation provided scholarships, mentorship, advocacy resources, maintained discrimination incidents database, tracking patterns, publishing annual reports, informing policy debates. Jason Torres fully recovered. Required 3 additional surgeries over 18 months addressing complications. but by March 2025 back to work, resumed normal activities with family, became healthcare reform advocate, speaking publicly about his case, terrifying realization surgeon who saved him was delayed by racial discrimination. Michelle Torres filed separate complaint October 2024, negligent infliction, emotional distress. Settled confidentially, February 2025. Derek Mitchell served 10 months at FCI Morgantown, released May 2025. Returned to Ohio, moved with adult son in suburban Cleveland, prohibited by supervised release terms from working any security capacity, never publicly apologized or acknowledged wrongdoing. Brief statement to local newspaper. I was doing my job best I knew how. I'm sorry things turned out the way they did. Mercy Regional implemented all consent decree reforms. Civil Rights Compliance Office began operations December 2024. All security personnel completed mandatory training by February 2025. 3 officers terminated for failing examination. Body cam review identified 2 additional officers with disparate enforcement patterns. Both investigated and ultimately resigned. Quarterly demographic data, published beginning March 2025, showed dramatic change. First quarter stops distributed proportionally across racial groups. No statistical disparate treatment evidence. Reforms working. Harold Chen, security director overseeing Mitchell 19 years, resigned November 2024. Karen Pierce announced April 2025 she'd retire year-end. Dr. Kendra Simmons remained Mercy Regional as trauma chief, continued performing surgeries, training residents, managing trauma program, became national voice on racial bias healthcare issues, speaking at medical conferences, testifying before state legislatures, advising hospitals on policy reforms. In interviews, Dr. Simmons often reflected on irony. Derek Mitchell activated body cam believing following protocol, confident footage would support actions. Instead, footage became primary discrimination evidence. Device meant protecting him became conviction instrument. Body cameras work both ways, Dr. Simmons said in 2025 NPR interview. They document when officers act appropriately, but also when they don't. Derek Mitchell activated camera because thought doing right thing. Couldn't see own bias, but camera saw everything. Recorded every discrimination moment, every obstruction second, every instant refusing to believe I could be surgeon because of my skin color. That camera told truth, even when he couldn't. Kendra Simmons versus Mercy Regional Hospital became landmark in civil rights law, cited in subsequent cases involving racial discrimination healthcare. Settings. Informed policy debates about implicit bias training, accountability mechanisms, independent oversight need. Demonstrated institutions could be held liable not just for individual discrimination acts, but for patterns failing to address known problems. All came down to 9 minutes body cam footage. 9 minutes where Derek Mitchell, security guard with 19 years experience and 14 previous complaints, blocked black woman from accessing emergency because couldn't believe she was surgeon. 9 minutes captured on camera, time-stamped, documented, impossible to deny or explain. Derek Mitchell walked into that corridor September 14, 2023, confident in authority, certain stopping someone who didn't belong. Activated body cam following policy, believing footage would support actions. Forgot one critical thing: cameras don't lie. They document reality without bias or interpretation. His 19-year career ended in federal prison, brought down by very equipment meant protecting him. The body cam he thought would vindicate him became evidence destroying him. And Dr. Kendra Simmons, the woman he blocked, became catalyst for reforms protecting countless others from facing same discrimination she endured. The camera saw everything, and in the end, truth it captured could not be denied. If you believe security officers who racially profile medical professionals and obstruct emergency care deserve federal prosecution, and that hospitals must face real accountability for ignoring discrimination patterns, subscribe and turn on notifications. Because tomorrow, we have another story proving technology meant to protect can also expose truth when institutions fail to act. The body cameras are watching, recording everything.